Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever you are. So, I found my pink Himalayan salt. It was on the kitchen shelf, and I put it in. I put it in a mixture of extra virgin oil and lemon, and it was good. Not necessarily saying that the salt was good, but the lemon and the oil was good. Now, what I'm trying to check, I don't know if these bags under my eyes are getting better or they're still the same, but I just want to try and see if the way that I'm eating and the weight that I'm losing, are they going to affect these bags? Now, my brother's paid for my sister to have her eyes done because she can do no wrong. I mean, I am in joyful 160 yen, 176 yen salad. So I just gotta get it with the best value. If I go to Money Net, if I go to, of course, if you like soda drinks, which I did by the way, 99 yen at Gusto. That's another good deal. You know, internet, Wi-Fi, so that's another good deal. But I think 176 yen for a nice. You want to get a scrotum lift? Are they a bit different from the Schindler's lifts? Did you know there was the Schindler lift in Japan, and one young man got his head cut off? They fucking fail these lifts all the time. I don't know if you knew that. And you would think there'd be a safety device to stop when something's gone wrong. I can't see being a motor failure, but something's gone wrong, and you would think there'd be a fucking fail-safe device on them. You would think. All right, Robin. So this morning I just made a video. It should be uploading about now. So I am back on the track. I am back down to 106.1 kilos. And I had my first day of extra virgin oil and lemon. And I brought in this morning with me an avocado because they soon go off. So on Tuesday they have like 100 yen. I've been told that they're cheap in America, the avocados. Let's see if I can do a full week off the beer. Started raining again. This is Japan's wettest. Hey, Manny. Oh, that's a nice surprise. Cheers, pal. I think it was Manny that told me you could get avocados 2 for $1. So there's no excuse for all those fat people in America. Bat soup. How would Batman have dealt with this COVID problem? How scary is it getting in America, Manny? Salad's taking some time. they might be all saying, that twat again only spending 176 yen. Lottery, there was 200 million won last night. It's a Juokuen. Is that a billion yen, Ed? I don't know I don't know, is it a good thing that's happened in Sweden? They're trying to say it seems to be working or something. Here we are. Thank you. Just look at this. Now there's another salad as he sneaks the avocado out of his pocket. There's another salad on this, and it looks fucking good. All the salads here look good, by the way. And there's no spoon here. A lot of restaurants in Japan don't have it. Shit. And I should have brought me Himalayan salt. I should have brought that, shouldn't I? Yeah. That's what's known as in the trade as a green smoothie. I don't know, I should have put them in the fridge because they seem to get a little soft. No, it's not, Ed. It's $9 million, mate. Ichioku is about nearly $1 million. I have just realised that in a night I am pissing nearly 2 litres of piss. Is that impressive? Oh, they're still kidding, I should imagine so. I thought it was a litre. Then I remembered these bottles of water were 2 litres. So could you ever wake up in it to piss? Oh, salt caves, sorry. I don't know. Yeah, I've won, but I haven't won a big. But people aren't talking about it. You know what I mean? It's not like England. And don't forget, in Japan there are already more millionaires than in England. I think light yellow is okay. No. I've dropped my nut on the floor. Not worse. Yeah, but a lot of those are foreigners, yeah. I saw a program on well, don't it's relative to how many people buy the tickets and how many foreigners there are in the country. In Japan, it's about 1 or 2% of foreign. Incoming call from my mate Will. When I get a job, I think I'll use a VPN because I can watch British programs in. So I mean, sometimes I take these vitamin pills, but if you take too many, it's pointless. It's pointless because it just pisses me out. And I'm just wondering now, for example, I had this oil this morning, virgin oil, and a lot of antioxidants supposed to be good for my body. Then I had some almonds. Then I had some almonds and walnuts. Then I had some beetroot. Then natto, and now this. Can you have too many antioxidants? Good spot. The yakinikus are all over the place, mate. So many changed. Well, Suki, I don't think Suki is yakiniku. Suki is Don. And when I go back, I might have oats, and milk, and a banana. Where do you get vitamin D from? Yeah, but on this, but you can't have too much virgin oil. That can be bad for you. But don't say that in Yorkshire, because virgin oil means a completely different thing. Well, it was at about an hour ago, then it started pissing it down. And it's back out now. Oil, cake oil, means mouth. Cake oil, whole. Oil is whole. What do you mean, ghost kitchen? The hottest place in Japan is where Rick lives. You know Rick, yeah? The tall, skinny guy. That is the hottest place because all the heat sink in Nagoya, it leaves there and it goes straight up to the mountains. So when you say ghost kitchens, do you mean like you can go and get takeaway food, for example? When I first came to Tokyo, I thought I was going to from October till March 20th. That's the rip-off about fucking Gordon Ramsay and all those people. They make all the food on an estate and then they fucking ship it into their restaurants and charge fucking 200 quid. Oh really? Give us a shout if you're coming this way, Manny. Well, you can't fucking get in, can you, pal? Unless you're in the military. Hang on, I'm just gonna. Yeah, she's not here the last few days. Yeah, just gonna drop this avocado off. Have you got a Japanese passport? Are you half or something? The younger you are, it's a lot easier, I think. There's a new site called YOLO Japan. Check that out, especially if you're in Tokyo. It should be very easy to get a job. But like my friend Will, who just called me, if you guess, has anyone done that, geek? That sounds quite interesting. No, but they always used to say the fried eggs, yeah. Do the fried eggs, but that could be good though. The fried eggs, sausage and bacon on a fucking concrete patio. Just as long as you haven't got a dog that pisses on the patio. Yeah, but you got to watch out for the fucking trains though, geek. That's a little bit dangerous, though. What are you going to Shibuya money for? Are you going to work or see someone? If I missed any questions, ask me again because there's a lot of people commenting, so I might have missed something. I don't know if it's me or my skin is just clearing up a little bit. Yeah, that's the best steel, isn't it? Railway track. You own the Airbnb. I'm at. I guess it's called. What's it called? Oh, is my mind going or what? What the fuck is it called? Well, I'm going daft. Tell me what it's called, Ed. What's it called? It's not Gusto. I can't fucking remember what the restaurant's called. Let's have a look. It should be on here. Joyful, fucking hell. Joyful. I remember coming here once with the family. We went back out because we wasn't impressed with it. I remember we found a drunk guy in Tokyo once, and we sat him up because I'd done a first aid course, but I did it wrong. So I booted him in the head because it was his fault. Only kidding. I think he was drunk. I was trying to put him in the recovery position. I should have put him in the recovery position. So, yeah, so I took his wallet and I said, just see if he recovers from that. The Heimlich maneuver, that's that Jewish guy with the big nose and glasses, isn't it, that plays piano. Yes, I am back on Facebook. 2 days in. Still not banned. Amazing. In the recovery. Yeah, there's a good joke in there, isn't there? The recovery. You're supposed to put him in recovery position, not the recovery unit. Once in a car park in Tokyo. What is the name of my page? I think it's Gary Firth. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have one. My daughter is into shape. So my daughter's, what is she now, 21? 21 this, 21. She's 21 this year. No, it's a Gary, but it's 2 hours. I'm a special Gary. Kenny, but never Kenneth. I don't know. I like that Scottish phrase, do you ken? It's all in a jar now. It wasn't cheap, it was 300, under 300 yen, I think. Someone said mention electrolytes. What's the wallet? I remember the watch from Pulp Fiction. I don't remember the wallet. What ethnicity is your baby mama? I'm not sure what that means, Tavio, to tell you the truth. What does BAMF mean? Oh, in the restaurant. Okay. It's Ebonics. Okay. My brother's wife is from. So I've got half kids, and my brother's got half kids. Oh, baby mama. Oh, she's Japanese. My wife is Japanese, but she'll have nothing more to do with me, and I can't blame her. My brother's wife is from the Caribbean, so he was fucking her when he was married to a white woman. So she was a nurse, and the wife he cheated with, or became his wife, was a pharmacist. I'm gonna go to authenticate. Trying to get back. Well, it's what you call a cunt. Like he cheated on his first girlfriend, then he got married on the rebound, then he cheated on his wife. Is there a car in the background? It's just it's just a yellow wall. Oh, you mean that beeping? It's my phone when some messages come into the phone. And I think I'll put it down to a car horn or something like that. No, I just told you he was a cunt. I'll give you an example. They'd heard this before. I bought a house when I was 20. I took him in from Borstal. He paid fucking £5 a week rent, sometimes less, for 8 years. When I needed a place to live, he put me in a fucking house with a fucking sofa of his heroin addict friend. I had no money. I had £22 a week, and after about 3 or 4 weeks, he had $300,000 a month or a year, $5,000 or $6,000 a week. He asked me to pay his drug because I stayed in this house with a fucking sofa in, nothing else, just a fucking sofa. And he asked me to pay his drug friend's fucking debt for £50. This is the cunt who got away with fucking £8,000 fucking rent. Is that a player or is that a cunt? No, but his friend was. His friend is now a drug counsellor. So all these cunts in 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 go around fucking stealing from the friend's family, breaking into fucking houses. Yeah, there's always that thing in it. He lives in the film, in the book, he lives off his dad's song. So He's never worked. Well, that's it's a waste of a life, you know. I hope, for God's sake, please don't be like that. Please don't be like that. Like my dad said to me, he said to me, this is when he's like, fuck, when I'm 13 or 14, he says to me, you don't have to work. This is what he said to me, you can live off the state. He says, I drink fucking dinner at night, I don't work. But meanwhile, there's no electricity, there's no fucking gas, and when he's got no money for food, he asks me, as a fucking 13-year-old kid, to lend him money to buy food for me and my brothers. So for Christ's sake, get away from your dad. Get away from him. This is why I got to admire Dwayne Johnson, The Rock's daughter. She I don't think he saw much of her actually, because he divorced his first wife. But now she's become a fucking wrestler. Can you imagine? Her dad's a fucking multi-millionaire and famous and anything. But instead, like, she could have got a job somewhere in Hollywood, handing out, you know, helping out on fucking on film sets, things like that. What does she do? She becomes a fucking wrestler. One of the toughest sports. You've got to admire things like that. But your dad got all that money though, Ed. That's exactly, yeah. The only people that live off the state are the drunks. I'm just not. Bad time to stop drinking. I guess that's a week to stop drinking. Well, I'm getting my body right. So next I've just got to get my fucking mind right. Well done, geek. How you feeling, mate? How much weight you lost? Where's Tavio? What, have you got aunties and uncles? Or has your dad got brothers and sisters? I'm drinking like a fish while I still can. What do you mean why you still can? Are you coming down with the disease, pal? Oh, well done, Ed. That's fucking amazing. You know, this. I just want to live off my brothers. But I did help those fuckers out. I don't really want to live off them. I just want to fucking help out when I've got fucking problems. Yeah, well, be careful if you're still a young man. You know, there's the increase of over the last 10 years, 15 years, the increase in young alcoholics dying of liver cancer is fucking phenomenal. So please don't join those statistics. Why don't you go and ask to live with one of those, your other uncle or auntie? Which country are you in, Tavio? Yo, it's Santa. Nothing wrong with your eyesight. Yeah, it's amazing once you start getting into that, marketing of things. I like, even not McDonald's, Martins, Dr. Martins boots. Dr. Martins was a poor German, and he went to Northampton, and that's where he sold the patent to a shoemaker in Northampton. I bet his fucking relatives are fucking kicking themselves now. Yeah, I guess that's where doctors can get really rich. There's some people, though, they have a doctor complex where they feel as though they can never match up to their parents if their parent is a doctor. And if they don't become a doctor, and there's some kind of feeling of failure, I think. It's a truth. I think it's a true thing. I guess if you're calling me dad, I guess that's a compliment. I am 61. Cheeky bastard. I knew this guy, and he was an architect. He wouldn't tell me what his dad's job was. He wouldn't tell me. And then I found out he was a doctor, because they feel like some kind of failure. But you've got to remember, I've been watching Grey's Academy, and it's a great show when it just gets into the minds. You've got to remember that these doctors and scientists, they're just so focused on becoming that. They just it's just one track. So I guess the only friends they've got are the people in the medical field. I've told this story before. My girlfriend was from a working class family, but they were Catholic, so they believed in school. Her brother, called Francis, became a doctor and an alcoholic. And when he graduated, I went to support my girlfriend. I went to the university, Sheffield University, to congratulate him. And he said, these were his words exactly. I said, congratulations, Francis. And his words were, now grovel. His wife, his girlfriend and wife, they got divorced. Oh yeah, see what I mean. Yeah. Well, if it's about, but the doctors, I guess, and dentists, they are more specialist, aren't they? I suppose you could have like a very good shit-up businessman or that type of person, or a developer. But that's a fault down to the person, isn't it? Where he's not looking after he's not bringing up his kids right. He's not grooming them, not in a sexual manner, but he's not getting them ready to take over. But this is why you can't fucking just live off dad's money. No, I'm not talking about. My point, Ed, was not having you cunt who's a dad. My point I'm talking about is when the children can't live up to their father's expectations, or they'll never be as good as their dad. Oh, she's all right. Long hair. Well, she's got long hair. But for example, you know, like boxers and footballers, look at David Beckham. His son, you know, all he's like he's rich. It's a good job. He's good looking, this kid, but he looks like he's as stupid as his fucking dad. He's marrying an actress that is the daughter of a billionaire. The only thing he's got to offer is fucking celebrity. While I'm fucking 61, Tavio, of course I don't like fucking older women. There's not much going on down there. It's like a desert. Ed, do you like older women? Why, what is Tokyo Drew? Is Tokyo Drew's dad a doctor or something? Is that his dad? The American guy that Drew Carey? Yeah, I think when you get to mine and Ed's age, we're not thinking too much about sex. I fucking would be if I got a load of money and got into shape. Oh, it's a joke, okay. Yeah, I'm not too well aware of Tokyo Drew. I'm going to try to make a joke there, but I won't. But you know, there are a lot. There are a lot of educated actors, without a doubt. You know, that's where they get their confidence from. But the thing is with what's her name, Natalie Portman. No one wanted to fuck her once she turned 14. Apart from John Leno. No, after she turned 14. It's a joke, Tavia. It's quite a good film, though. Little Nikita, is that her name? There's another one that I haven't seen yet I want to see. And it's that Irish girl, Saoirse Ronan. She was in like some kind of assassin film. I haven't seen that yet. I want to see it. Everybody says maybe she won an Oscar or nominated for an Oscar. I am looking forward to the film Wuhan. Are the open air? What about some open air movies? Well, I remember Saoirse. It's Saiorse. Do women in the UK like American men? Well, I guess some will. Well, I think if you don't like brag off or anything like that about America or come out with any bullshit about America and how great it is, you'll be all right. You know, there's a lot of young, tall American, good-looking men. Like I said, if you don't just spout off about America, it won't be a problem. Isn't there an A in there, Ed? But I don't think I don't really recommend American women. So, Tavio, how old are you, and what are you? What do you want to be? Do you want to be a doctor like your granddad? Okay, cool. At least you got it planned out, pal. Accountants can make money. So, can I ask you this, Tavio? Do you all join your granddad and grandma at Thanksgiving Day? Do all the brothers and sisters, your daddy's brothers and sisters, all go there to Thanksgiving at your granddad's? That must be fun. So, so you don't live with your dad? Okay, that's good. If you know, there was many years ago now. There was the famous, the most watched human being, David Hasselhoff. His daughter put him on internet with him crawling on the floor eating a hamburger, a nice hamburger, by the way. And she was showing the world what it's like to have an alcoholic dad. But the thing that I had a violent alcoholic dad. They're, they're just a little bit worse. So Ed, was your dad an engineer or just a businessman? Or did he used to hit you, Ed? But how did he accumulate all that cash then, Ed? What age did he hit you until, Ed? one thing I like about Japan, which you don't see so much in England in any way, and it's where they share other people's food. So I was doing this. We went to our judo team. It lived till 99. Fuck no. So we went to Hungary, the judo team, and we went in this beautiful restaurant, and they have a lot of these underground restaurants in Hungary, and so they didn't know what they were ordering, and I could figure it out because of the European thing, and I ordered this really nice fucking steak or something like that, or sliced meat, and so when my meal come, everyone's looking at my meal, and they all there with the fucking fork, taking the fucking food off my plate. So, and so that's how, when someone's got, and you offer, say, "Do you like this? Would you like to try this?" Got, if the sashimi didn't taste good, I would say try this. But if the sashimi did taste good, I wouldn't say anything, and I'd just eat the sashimi myself. And so all that time you still got fuck all, had you? That's a bastard. So now I'm trying to figure out my eating window for tomorrow. If I finish eating before 3 o'clock, I can get up at 9 o'clock, and that's 18 hours, and have that oil. Look at this one here, Ed. That it looks like Nazi Goran. Yeah, I think like if I ever got money, I would, and if I got married again, I'd make sure that my first kids definitely got looked after. That looks great, doesn't it? That squared box. That's 1,400. They put the liver or the heart into a soup, and then they charge you a fucking fortune for it. So you might as well just come to a shop like this and just have the meat on the rice with the sweet sauce. It is one of the best dishes ever in Japan, that. I can't fuck about with calories on this trying to lose weight thing. Maybe I should check what this... I wonder if they tell me what it is on here. Some restaurants do, don't they? They tell you how many calories are in it. Yeah, they do. Oh, so that is only, that little salad was only 118 calories. And now the bit of beetroot, I guess that can't be much. And the oil, that can't be much. Jennifer's turned up. Well, I've just got to go into. Well, I only hit my kids. I only hit Enzo because he wouldn't stop fucking picking on his sister. Or Bullina. That's the only time I hit him, and I didn't hit him too much. And then I hit my daughter once because she was smacking Enzo. So, but like I said, that's the only time I hit my daughter once, and that was it. And that's what it's like when you got good kids. Yeah, the worst tidings I got was from my mother. And one day, me and my brother, my older sister had eaten our youngest. She went from me to my brother pasting us while my sister watched us getting pasted. That's what a cunt she was. Yeah, that seems to be, like using belts and fucking fan belts to hit your kids. That seems a bit too harsh, doesn't it? Yeah, I just wonder if that has really fucked up society, when parents can't smack the kids. I mean, some people have done it. When we was working in this restaurant, in this bar in Okazaki, this young Australian kid didn't even like the way I was fucking talking to him. He said, "You can't talk to me like that." I goes, "I fucking can." Are you at work, Jen? So just started, I don't know if you've heard of this, Jen, just started, Geek wasn't here before, just started with the extra virgin olive oil, lemon, and mountain salt. And the lemon with the oil makes it go down a lot easier. I need to fucking put some oil in my fucking ear. Get this fucking... I think I could send fucking Elon Musk in. Works well in the ear. To do what? Do I look like a dumb blonde? Yeah, apparently it gets his system going. And it starts to repair itself as well. It eats up the earwax. Well, I don't think I'm going to buy... instead of buying fruit, I bought a bottle of lemon juice and it's 100% and it's 300 yen. So that's, I think maybe I'll put it in some water as well later. I bet Ed knows it. Is that what you said? Ed, did you say to your Japanese wife, here's peroxide, I want you blonde, baby? Yeah, well, it might be a few weeks before I have some more vodka. Strange thing today, I was going to pick up some wire and I saw this big guy, big Japanese guy in the street, and he got like a fucking few tattoos on his face. Well, it does. It depends who. It depends. I've seen some good. I've seen some good jobs here. Dyed all different colours. No, they do a really good job because they've got the Japanese Asians have got strong hair. It's funny that Ronald McDonald. I think maybe if they do it themselves, that's the problem, geek. If they do it themselves, but I think if you go to a proper hairdresser or stylist, they'll do it properly. I saw this woman the other day in Apita. She's got this beautiful silver hair, really cut short and stepped, and she probably about 50 years old. I just went up to her. I just said, "Your hair looks fantastic," and she was like a bit embarrassed, but she took the compliment, but she was a bit probably something plastic hairstyle, and maybe I went a bit too overboard because it says does the drape match the carpet? And I guess as she was 50s, it could well do. You're up, you're up. Does the drape match? Does the curtains match the drape? Match the carpet, Jen? I wrote a poem once. Well, you know what this is, won't you? Impetigo. I wrote a poem once about impetigo and this girl coming from this Irish girl from County Sligo who got infested with impetigo. The doctors tried to, and because there's disease now, but they used to put like this purple fucking. They used to put this purple stuff on your wherever the scabs were. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to put a bleach too close to your labia. A German violet. It's 100 million times 10 tonight for the Lotto 7. I will be praying I win that. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Well, all of us, because it fucking spreads. I'm not even. I couldn't tell you what it was or what it is, what it does. I fucking no idea. I guess it's died out now. Yeah, we just wasn't it like 1950s or something like that. Yeah, like Donald Trump, the Jonas Salk of our day. Ed, he didn't get the chicken, but he got the pox. Yeah, shingles can be dodgy, can't it? I think we were always warned about that. If you got chicken pox, don't go near anyone that's pregnant. Oh, you've actually seen it in action, then, Jen? Yeah, that nurse that I went out with, she told me she got herpes, and then not to worry because it's only transferable when it's active. Oh, thanks a lot for telling me. I could have been a victim, Jen. Yeah, don't forget it. It's always best to go out with carriers and not bags. You're not kidding. Yeah, if I get a bit of money together, I'm going to start hanging out outside hospitals. So I went in about 7 o'clock because the hospital's open. I went in about 7 o'clock and I got weighed. And I just thought, I'm sure this is 1 kilo. And what I did, I dropped my trousers to get weighed because there was no one in the hospital. And as soon as I did it, I was right. And then I heard footsteps. So I got no underpants on. So I had to hurry up and pull my trousers up. And it was like, I think it was the janitor. And he did say good morning. But it would have been if he did say good morning, fat ass. Yeah, especially that disease that turns mechanics gay, Jen. No, I'm gonna take it off in front of a nurse. You'll just fucking laugh at him. That's not good for me. I need to get a decent boner first. Yeah, this nurse that took my blood the other day, I think she was most experienced because she managed to find a vein without seeing a vein. What STD was it, Ed? I had though I got these crabs from someone. I think it was my brother's best man's sister. And so I got a prescription from the doctor. And like a fucking idiot, I went to the closest pharmacy, which were close to my house. And then when I handed in the prescription, like 3 girls came from behind the fucking counter to see who was asking for fucking crab cream. So my advice is, if you've got a prescription where you've got to get something for an STD or fucking crabs, go far away from where you live. Yeah, I had to grab each crab in turn and put a little bit of cream on it. That took ages. Fuck man, the food smells good. You can't do that with vegan food, can you? Sometimes it doesn't work, Ed, because the crabs, they could be in your fucking clothes. Someone that I know, his wife is a nurse. She stopped sleeping with him. Then after 1 year, she told him, the reason I stopped sleeping with you is because you fucking gave me a... Well, guys, I think I'm going to get off. And I'll see you. I might come on Saturday, 6 o'clock. Maybe I'll just go and have some breakfast now. Have some rolled oats at home, and that'll be the food. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Bye Jen, Ed, Geek, whoever's there, Robin.